only peaceful option is to begin their repatriation. This will entail far fewer resources than continuing their international protection. The Rohingyas have consistently pronounced their desire to go back home. As an immediate step, those who recently crossed into Bangladesh, escaping conflict, must be allowed to repatriate. Bangladesh is a victim of the crisis. We are forced to bear huge financial, social, and environmental costs. Criminal activities, including narco flows into Bangladesh through Rakhine, threaten our social fabric. Given our development challenges, including unemployment and poverty, we do not afford to allow employment of Rohingyas inside Bangladesh. Towards a sustainable resolution of the crisis, I propose the following actions by the international community. First, devise a practical roadmap for safe, dignified repatriation of the Rohingyas with reasonable and stabilization of Rakhine. Second, exert effective pressure on Myanmar and the Arakan army to end violence against Rohingya and start their sustainable repatriation, beginning with those who recently arrived in Bangladesh and those who are internally displaced. Third, mobilize international support to stabilize Rakhine and place international civilian presence to monitor stabilization. Fourth, support confidence-building measures for sustainable integration of Rohingya in Rakhine society and governance. Fifth, mobilize donor contribution to fully fund the joint response plan. Sixth, pursue accountability and restorative justice. Seventh, dismantle the narco economy and combat transboundary crimes. The world cannot keep Rohingya waiting any longer.
I thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I give the floor to His Excellency 𝗧𝗲𝗹𝗃𝗀𝗃, Minister for Foreign Affairs of Indonesia.
Madam President, Excellencies, amidst today's global challenges, we must not allow the plight of millions of Rohingya to fade into silence. Their suffering remains our urgent concern. The Rohingya tragedy is inseparable from Myanmar's crisis. Therefore, lasting peace can only be achieved by addressing root causes through inclusive dialogue, in line with the 5-point consensus. Only then can all stakeholders be represented, and the path to democracy and safe, dignified return for the Rohingya be realized. At the same time, transnational organized crimes continue to exploit their vulnerability. Thousands have arrived on Indonesia's shores in recent years, many as victims of trafficking and people smuggling. Indonesia will act firmly against these criminal networks, but of course, no country can act alone. This is why ASEAN and the Bali process must be supported. A durable solution must be designed with a truly regional perspective and anchored in shared responsibility. Both ASEAN and the Bali process are crucial in addressing irregular migration and protecting vulnerable communities. International coordination is equally vital. Countries hosting refugees need sustained support. Cooperation with UNODC, UNHCR, and IOM must be deepened. I call on all stakeholders to scale up humanitarian assistance in a sustainable way, and I also urge parties to the 1951 Refugee Convention to open their doors wider, to accept more refugees and expand third country resettlement programs. Excellencies, 8 years of displacement is already far too long. We cannot allow it to become decades